Good morning, you guys. Welcome back to the vlog. Happy Monday. It is 8 o'clock on Monday morning and we are up and ready. Well, we're not ready, but we're moving for the day already. We being me and Jackson, just dropped Jonathan off at work. This is the first day that we actually took him into work. Normally I just stay home with her I should say Jonathan just finished his paternity leave last Thursday, was his first day back at work, and since then I've just stayed home because I haven't had any plans besides having visitors come to the house. So I was like, I don't need the car. We share one car. We've done that for like a year and a half now, because I work from home for the most part. And now, especially with her, I'm still finishing out my maternity leave, so I'm just home, and if I need the car, I can get it later in the day or whatever. It's just easier to not have to wake up and like rush our morning routine. But this morning and last night, she actually had like the perfect schedule. You guys, she slept a 5-hour stretch, which she has not done since like right after we got home from the hospital. Granted, I wasn't sleeping that whole time because I had to like stay up and I like cleaned a little bit, folded laundry, pumped, and then went to bed. But literally it was so nice. I woke up, I was like so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, she did so good. Literally like 5 hours on the dot. So that was so nice. And then consequently, I really only had one feed in the middle of the night. And then I pumped and then went back to sleep. And then she started waking up around 6, which was perfect because then we could feed her. Jonathan actually fed her. I pumped again. And then we started getting ready for the day. So it was actually like perfect timing, and she is sleeping now again. So that is perfect. But the reason why we took him in today is because I actually have my 6-week follow-up today, my first postpartum appointment with my doctor. So I really like don't know like what to expect from this. Like some people say they just go in and they just ask you like how you're feeling and then send you on your way, and they try to set you up with birth control. I don't use birth control, so like that's not a thing for me, but we do like natural like cycle syncing and like the whole thing. But I am still having some like things like recovery things. I got another UTI, or I got a UTI in the beginning, and I don't know that I ever got over it, but I've been having some issues with that, so I need to talk to her about that. Otherwise I feel good, so I don't know if they do like a pelvic exam or if they just, I mean, I'm sure if I bring up a concern or ask, like I'm sure they would do one. But as far as like my stitches and everything from tearing, I feel really good. So I'm curious if she'll do a pelvic exam or just to ask and see how things are going. I do have to do a set of labs, just because of the UTI. They want to make sure that everything is good to go, which the antibiotics definitely helped, but I can still tell there's just something going on down there. So anyway, that is today. We have our 6-week appointment, and then we'll just be home the rest of the day. So I'm gonna try, I literally feel like I've tried so many times to start like decorating more for Christmas, and we'll see how it all depends how Jackson is. If she is sleeping good, I should be able to do some little decorating. If she's not, might be for another day. I don't know, we'll see. Also, oh no, Jonathan brought down the totes, so I'm like, I don't want to have to haul down totes in the garage, but he has them down still, so I think we'll be good there. And then yeah, we're just chilling here for the rest of the day. I think I might try to pop into Costco after my appointment, depending on how long it takes and how she's doing, to get stuff for Thanksgiving, because my husband works at Costco. He's like, honestly, if we are hosting dinner at our house, but we don't necessarily want to cook a lot of stuff from scratch because again, we have a baby. And we just don't want to spend the whole day cooking. I'm gonna grab some stuff from Costco for that day, but it's probably gonna be right when she needs to eat. So if she's getting kind of fussy, I'm not gonna bother. But other than that, I don't have any crazy plans for the day. Just kind of getting the house in order, feeling good. Probably doing some like meal planning, grocery planning, because we do have family coming to stay with us this week. my brother-in-law, his girlfriend, and their 1-year-old son, Jameson. So Jackson's cousin are coming to stay this week. We haven't confirmed yet. They were going to try to figure some stuff out and try to figure out when they're going to come, but just kind of getting the house in order to feel good. And that is our plan. So hopefully this will turn into more than just a one-off clip that I record and then fall off. But assuming Jackson does well, we'll pop in and try some vlogging today. So let me tell you, vlogging with a newborn, you never know what you're going to get. So we're starting to get in a good routine, but it just depends on the kind of day she has for napping, which today is the first day. Well, actually yesterday was the first day, but that we haven't had visitors. We had like visitors like 3 days in a row. So I feel like she just wasn't in her normal like calm home routine. So hopefully she'll just nap really good today, even with going out for an appointment, and we'll be able to get some stuff done. Fingers crossed. I am already feeling so much better about today, just purely because I already have a cup of coffee started and a little bit of breakfast. I mean, this isn't anything crazy, but this is just a little cup of Greek yogurt and some granola. It's so funny because before I got pregnant, you would not catch me dead with a yogurt bowl for breakfast. I was not a yogurt girl, but when I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes, it was something that was quick and it was a good snack, and it had like high protein, well, a decent amount of protein. This yogurt specifically is only 11 grams of protein, but I was getting higher protein yogurt when I was pregnant. And this specific granola, this is the 7 Sundays granola. It's a nut granola, and it does not have, it's not super oat based, and it's so good, you guys. I get it at Costco, and I've gotten 2 different kinds, and they're both so stinking good, although I haven't seen it at my Costco recently, which makes me sad. But it's just a nice quick thing that I can make and get at least something in my stomach, because I am a breakfast girl, you guys. I have been for like several years. Honestly, like once I got off birth control, and which was almost 3 years ago, and my hormones like leveled out and I got in a better place with my hormones, I became a breakfast person. And so anyway, I wake up in the mornings and I'm like hungry, and sometimes if I don't eat breakfast, I mean, I won't eat until like middle of the afternoon just because I'm like busy, or I'll eat like I can usually eat around like 11 when she's going down, but that's when my appointment is. So I feel like this is a great start to our day already. So anyway, I'm gonna eat this, take my coffee upstairs, and then bring her up and see if she'll nap in her bassinet so I can shower, and then kind of get ready. My appointment, I think, is at 11 or like 11:10. I gotta double check, but we're already off to a good start for the day. Hello from our nursery / guest room. I realized I never showed you guys this room set up as a guest room. I think if you've been here through my pregnancy, through us figuring out this room, you know that we obviously most of the year it's going to be a nursery. However, we wanted to have the option to have a still functioning guest room because we do host family. None of the Jonathan's family lives here anymore. And so when they come to visit, we wanted to have the option to still host people and not completely give up that side of our lives, because we do love hosting. So what we did is we got a convertible day bed. So what it is, I'll have it linked below. It's in my Amazon storefront as well. We got a convertible day bed. Oh, of course, Jackson's waking up right now. But so it folds up to a twin bed, and then it also pulls out to a king bed. So right now we have it pulled out into a king bed, and it worked really well. Jonathan's parents stayed with us last month or at the beginning of this month, and it worked so well, and we can still have the crib in here. We can't have much else in here, but just as like a basic, you know, it fits basic needs, and it worked really, really well. Okay, little miss decided that she wanted to come hang out, so she's kind of starting to wake up, although we'll see. She's also trying to poop, I think. So we have this convertible daybed, and it folds out into a king, or pulls out into a king, and then folds back up to a twin. So for, you know, 90% of the year, it's going to be folded up and pushed into this corner, but as a twin bed, a day bed. But it works so nice. If you guys saw me in the clip before this, putting the bedding back on, you can kind of see what it looks like in the room, but I will give you guys kind of a big panning shot of how we have this room set up right now, because it honestly works really well. And like for our family that's coming this week, they have a 1-year-old, so he still sleeps in a crib, so it works really well for them to have the crib in here too. Most people that come to stay with us don't have kids, but or don't have kids anymore, so it's like, you know, for the majority of the time it's just gonna sit in the corner. But in this case, it actually is a double whammy, because we have the king bed and we have the crib, so that's really nice. We really were excited that we are able to find a solution for that. So if you're kind of in the same boat and you're wondering how you can use a guest room as like both a nursery or office and a guest room, this is a really great option. Oh, he's so sad. We are not sure if we want to wake up yet. I'm going to go start warming up a bottle for her really quick, and then I will show you guys how this room lays out, and yeah, that'll be our little fun thing for the day, because I forgot to show you guys. Well, actually after we sorry guys, this is probably giving you guys anxiety. She's like so fussy. She's having a hard time figuring out how to poop, so she's kind of like working on that today. I know, and it makes us kind of sad, huh? She's not actually constipated, but there is it is the condition that a lot of babies have. It's called infant dyschezia, where they can't quite figure out how to poop yet. It takes time. They go from like when they're newborn, like fresh, it's a reflex, and then after a couple weeks that goes away, and so it makes them kind of fussy. And we were talking to our pediatrician, and she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just what it is. And once we knew that, it was easy to see like, okay, yes, she's like trying to figure it out, but she can't, and she gets so frustrated, and I feel so bad. But it's just one of those things, you have to let them figure it out. But yeah, I'm sure some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, she's fussy, like this is giving me anxiety, but that's just life. So I'm gonna go heat up a bottle really quick, and then I'll show you guys all of this room in its entirety set up as a guest room. Okay, bottle is warming up. So right now we have this set up as a guest room, completely different layout than when it is set up as a nursery. So I figured I'd show you guys. Again, it's pretty bare bones in here, but it just works. Like, it worked so well when Jonathan's parents were here. So this is the day bed pulled out into a king. So basically it's 2 twin mattresses that stack on top of each other when it's folded up, and just came up the stairs, you guys. So basically it is 2 twin mattresses that stack on top of each other when it's folded up, and then they lay next to each other when it's pulled out. And then it has, you know, kind of a headboard. We put it under the artwork. We initially had it pushed off to the side, and it was driving us both absolutely nuts. We're like, you know what? Screw the previous layout with the nursery. We're gonna just use this, because we knew we would have like at least 2 or 3 sets of guests coming. And I keep forgetting, my aunt is also coming to stay with us right after Thanksgiving. So we're literally like back to back visitors, which that's life with the newborn. Got lots of family coming to visit from far away. So we're just like, you know, it's gonna be like this for like 2 months basically, probably honestly through like the first of the year. So let's just get it looking really nice and functional and just leave it. So this works really well. We just have some TV trays as like nightstands, and then with like chargers, and I have a little like basket with like Advil, face wipes, you know, like things like little like lotion, like things that guests might need when, you know, if they like forgot something or whatever. So I have a little basket of that over there. This side table or TV tray has a lamp, you know, just like little things like that. So it's very basic, does not have to be fancy, and I really like how it came together. And then basically across from the bed in this corner we have the crib, and don't mind our janky tripod baby monitor setup. We have the Nanit in our room, and we also wanted a non-Wi-Fi monitor just to see like if we had a preference. I'm not like weirded out by like people hacking your internet and on your baby monitor. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just like, kudos to you if you do that, if you have spend the time to get into my baby monitor. I just think that's a little bit far-fetched, but so I love the Nanit, but it is nice to have the option just like the standard traditional baby monitor. So we have that in here, and I realized that it needed something to set on because we don't have like a dresser that's tall enough to rest it on or anything. So eventually when she's sleeping in here full time, we'll move the Nanit in here, but that one will be nice for like, I mean, we can bring the Nanit traveling. I haven't decided. We're going back to California for a week for Christmas, and Jonathan, my husband, is from California. And so I haven't decided if we're gonna bring that one or the Nanit, but I'm leaning more towards the Nanit, just because it's easy and, you know, we love it, so we'll see. But anyway, so we have the crib there, so I'll kind of show you a wider pan of the room. Sorry, doing all of this one-handed with a fussy baby. But and then the closet is over here, so that is also available for guests to put their stuff in, and it just works, you guys. You know, we've been really enjoying having this set up this way. I wasn't really sure initially when we started laying out the space. I wasn't sure if I would like it set up as a guest room because we had it kind of like janky again, like it was like off center and blah blah. And I'm like, you know what, it's just nice that it's really simple to just move the crib and have this centered, and then it gives my symmetrical loving brain peace of mind. So anyway, that's our guest room setup slash nursery combo. Hopefully if you guys are you know, in the same situation where you want a room that works like this gives you some ideas. We really like this day bed. We've only used it once, but his parents said it was great. It's all really affordable in the grand scheme of things. I actually wanted to do a Murphy bed, but those are, if you guys know, super expensive and a lot of work if you DIY them. So this was like the next best option, and I honestly, I love it. Like, because we are in such a, we are in a very small house. It's a 2-bedroom, 1.5 bathroom house. Oh my goodness. Oh goodness. So this just works really well for us. We have very limited space. We are maxed out in this house, but we're staying here for a little while longer, and this gives us that flexibility to have guests and still have a nursery for most of the year. But then the few times that we do host family, like right now, for basically a month and a half straight, we do have the option to still have a very comfortable guest room, and it's just so cute in here. I just really love this room, and it gets, I've said this before in my vlogs, but it gets the best natural daylight. It's very gloomy today, so it's a little dark, or it feels dark, but when it's sunny, I love being in this room. This used to be my office before I got pregnant, and I just loved working in here because it gets so bright, and it's south facing, so it's just like, ugh, it's the best. Anyway, all right, I need to feed little miss, and then hoping she gets a wake window, although she's pretty sleepy right now. But then we'll have my appointment, and then I am going to probably run to Target maybe after, because while I was dropping Jonathan off at work, Sadie Sue, my youngest fur child, decided to chew up all the pacifiers that were in our bedroom. So she is surprisingly taking, oh look, you waking up. She's surprisingly taking this Philips Avent Soothie, which was what she really liked right away. However, we kind of switched because she kept just like, they would just fall out of her mouth when she was sleeping, and then it would like wake her up, and it was like the, if you've been a new parent, you know, the never-ending pacifier war of, you know, you put it in, they fall asleep, they spit it out, or it falls out of their mouth, and then you're just never ending cycle having to put it back in, and then it falls out, and then, you know, so anyway, so then we switched to the bibs pacifiers, which are, I love, she loves. They stay in her mouth a little bit better because they have like a bulb on the end. So anyway, those are our new favorites, and I had just gotten 2 more from Walmart, and then Sadie chewed up one of them, so we're back down to 2. So we have like an upstairs pacifier and a downstairs pacifier. So anyway, I just need to go grab more of those, and then she chewed up one of the like holder things too, so not very happy with that dog right now. But and then I wanted to maybe swing by TJ Maxx and see, my friend got a pair of these Cushionaire like UGG dupes, and that was a couple weeks ago, so I don't know if they'll still have them. But you guys, I'm pretty sure my feet grew a little bit, which I know can happen in pregnancy. It's not quite like a half size or a full size, but I have noticed that my more narrow-toed shoes fit quite a bit tighter. So I'm like, ugh, I was really hoping my feet hadn't grown. I mean, right away, they were massive because I had so much retained fluid, but now that I've leveled that out, and I'm like, ugh, I think my feet grew like a quarter of a size, maybe, like not like a full size, but I'm normally an 8.5, and I'm like, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to bump up to 9s just to be like fully comfortable. So in some shoes, you know, so shoe sizes range so much, but I have some, what are they Sam Edelman heels? No, they're Steve Madden heeled boots, and they're more like, they're like a pointed toe. Those ones were a little bit more snug. And then I have some New Balances that are more like a narrow toe box, and those ones I was like, oh, I think I'm gonna have to go up a size. So anyway, but my friend got some Cushionaire UGG dupes there at TJ Maxx, and I want to see if they have them. Just, you know, out of curiosity. They're like the brown color, so they were only $35, and they're like the ultra mini, like the really low cut ones, and I was like, oh, these are so cute. And if they're 35 bucks, let's go see. So I might run a couple errands, again, depending where she's at, which she's gonna eat now, and it's like 9:45, so she should be good until like 1ish, right? Let's see, 9, yeah, like around 1ish. Fingers crossed. So we'll see how she does while I'm gone at this appointment. I mean, she'll be with me, but we'll see. If she's fussy, I'm just gonna head home. But that is the plan for today. Since we're out, I figured may as well run some errands. Again, we'll see if we can tackle Costco. Oh, you tooting or are you pooping? Oh, I know, we're probably just tooting. All right, I'm gonna go feed her, and I will check in a little bit. All right, hello you guys. We're back, and just wrapped up my 6-week follow-up appointment. It went really well. So I was not sure going into it, I think I mentioned this morning, if they were going to do a pelvic exam. I assumed they would, because like I had a 3rd-degree tear. If you did not watch my birth story, I did have a 3rd-degree tear, and so I assumed they were going to do it. So I also had some other concerns. I have been dealing with what I thought was a lingering UTI, and because I did get a UTI after I gave birth, and was on antibiotics for it, and then I was experiencing some pain still, like discomfort, and I was like, this isn't normal, but it doesn't feel like a UTI. So I did another urine analysis, and there was no bacteria, but there was still blood in my urine, so they wanted me to finish out these antibiotics, and it still seems like it's lingering. So it could be catheter trauma, which is what I'm guessing it is, but the fact that there's still blood in, I don't know, it's just so wild to me that like 6 weeks later there would still be something going on there. So I don't know what exactly is going on, but I did another urine analysis. This is all kinds of information for you, but just in case you are maybe postpartum dealing with this, we're gonna tell you about my experience for all the things. So we did another urine analysis, and are gonna see what we're dealing with. So if there is still blood in my urine, or if like the discomfort still continues, my doctor's gonna refer me to urology, who deals with that kind of stuff, just because OBs only touch so much, you know, they can only really deal with so much. So we will see what the situation is there. But as far as my tear, it is healing well. She said it was still a little red. So she's like, you know, we're holding off from all the things for like 2 more weeks and then we should be good to go. But just to be safe, because it was such a severe tear, she's like, it looks great, but we're just gonna, just to be safe, we're gonna give it, you know, give it a couple weeks. So that is the plan. I'm not going to work out for a couple weeks. You know, all the things that go with that. We're going to hold off for a couple more weeks, which is totally fine with me. I was not in a rush to get back. I was kind of looking forward to working out again, but as far as all the other things, I'm like, you know, all the things, it's better to be safe than sorry. So we're just going to hold off and keep taking it easy. So went well though. I also signed up for, or got scheduled and referred over to a pelvic floor therapist. So I will start that in January. And I got all of those, I got like 5 or 6 appointments scheduled for that. So basically I'll go in for an evaluation in the beginning of January. And then I have an appointment every week, for 5 weeks following, and then I think they evaluate you after, which the gal that was scheduling me, she's like, oh, I'm so sorry, like they're booked out until January. And I was like, honestly, that's okay, because I also want to see how I progress just in the upcoming weeks, because I mean 6 weeks, like when you think about it, is not that long after having a baby and going through all the things. I'm sure a lot of things will continue to improve, and like as I like start working out again and like start building strength up, I'm sure that will help a lot of things. But, you know, just to be safe, I figured, or not just to be safe, but so I was like totally fine that they're booked out a ways. I'm like, you know what, that might be better just so I can heal a little bit more versus just, you know, just jumping in and being like, oh my gosh, I have this issue or whatever, these issues, postpartum, because pregnancy, delivery is so hard on your body, you guys. It is insane. And actually, I was talking to, so my best friend was in town over the weekend, and her boyfriend are both in OB residency. She wants to focus on the OB-GYN side. He wants to do urology, so like Urogyn. And so both of them, I'm like, very relatable to me right now. And my friend was literally like, pregnancy is actually one of the most dangerous things you can do for your body. Like, there are so many things that can go wrong, so many things that do go wrong, and like, it's like insane. So I was like, yeah, it's just wild, you guys. Pregnancy and birth. Now, keep in mind, not everyone has the experience that I had. I had quite the experience, postpartum and recovery and delivery and all that stuff. That is, I did not have what I would call a normal situation. It's not unheard of, but literally just so many things can happen. So anyway, pregnancy's wild, but wrapped up the appointment and I am on my way. I'm gonna pop into TJ Maxx and then maybe Target, just to get more pacifiers at Target. And then I think I'm gonna run to Costco. Jonathan wants to see her. He texted me. He's like, if you come to Costco, just come back and yell my name in the bakery. He's a bakery manager at Costco. And he's like, just come yell my name so I can see Jackson. And I was like, okay, I have to go to Costco now. But I have a Friendsgiving this weekend, and I said I would bring a pumpkin pie and whipped cream, so I'm gonna get that for sure. And then the main reason I'm going, that I actually could wait till later in the week to get. I'm not like, I already know that they make 35,000 pumpkin pies for like the duration of the holidays, so like I'm not worried about them running out of pumpkin pies, insider knowledge. But the main thing I want to get is like, we're hosting Thanksgiving, so Jonathan's work gives them a free turkey, and so we already know we're getting that. And I just want to get some sides because we have a baby and we're hosting family. I just don't think we're gonna have time. Plus we're going to my mom's in the morning for brunch, so it's just kind of a very hectic time for us. I don't know that we're gonna want to spend that much time making stuff from scratch. And Jonathan and I love cooking and hosting, but our family that's coming doesn't necessarily love cooking and hosting. So I'm like, you know what, we're all just gonna probably be providing, like, we're just gonna have a lot of sides, and then other people can bring, like, my brother has kind of started this tradition like 2 years ago where he brought a nothing bundt cake for dessert on Thanksgiving. And I was like, honestly, that should just be like your thing, and then if you want to bring like one more thing, you know, to contribute. He'll bring like wine or like some kind of like boozy drink sometimes, like do that. But other than that, we're not going all out this year just because, again, we have a newborn and we're hosting family and we already have another Thanksgiving in the morning. So it's just like, I don't want to overdo it and get like stressed. Like I want to be able to enjoy myself on Thanksgiving, especially because Jonathan has to go back to work the next day. Like it's not like we get like the whole weekend off, like we have in previous years. So I get the weekend off, but he does not. So anyway, that is the plan. So we are running to TJ Maxx really quick. We'll see if I decide to actually pop into Target. It is just across the street, so we'll see. It's just like getting the baby out of the car, in a cart, going to the section just for one thing. I'm like, I still have one, well, we have two pacifiers that the dog didn't chew up, and then she's actually been doing okay with her old ones, her Phillips Evans Soothy ones, as long as she's not fussy. If she gets fussy, then it's like she needs the Bibs one because it doesn't fall out of her mouth and then wake her up screaming. So anyway, baby things, learning your baby is so fun, and their little quirks and preferences. So let's see if we can find these shoes at TJ Maxx. It's a very specific thing to want to go in for, but I'm like, you know what, we're out and about, it'll be quick, in and out. Maybe we'll do a little browsing, but mostly I just want to see if they have these shoes still. Fingers crossed. Okay, TJ Maxx is a bust, but that's okay. Also, fun fact, I don't know if it's just my car seat, but my car seat did not fit in their cart, so I was lugging her around, which is like fine. This is the smallest she'll ever be, and I was just gonna be in and out. But one of the workers was like, "Oh my gosh, do you want a cart to put her in?" And I was like, "Well, I tried, but the car seat doesn't fit because their carts are very like small." So anyway, that was kind of funny. But I am going through the Taco Bell drive-thru currently. I can't tell. Jackson seems like she might be starting to wake up. I can't decide if I should go to Costco or not. I just would hate for her to wake up because she's like right at that time where she's almost supposed to be like, she should be, wait, has it been 3 hours or 2 hours? No, I think it's only been 2 hours. So maybe she's okay for another hour until she needs to eat. But the last thing I want to do is like have a screaming baby in Costco. So we'll see if I can get her to go back to sleep for a little longer. She's definitely starting to wake up. I have a car monitor, so I'm looking at it right now. She's getting a little fussy, but just grabbing some food because I'm starving. All I had for breakfast was a little bit of coffee and that yogurt bowl, and that's like a snack. That's not really like a meal, and it's basically 1 o'clock. So anyway, we'll see if she settles back down again. I might park and give her passy. I mean, I have to drive that way anyway, so I'll probably drive towards Costco, and if she really starts like fussing, we'll see. You can probably hear her. She's getting a little grunty. But anyway, we'll drive that way and see if she settles back down again, and then decide if we're gonna go in. If not, we'll go later. Okay, we are back from our little outing, long outing. It is so dark outside, you guys. It is raining. My dogs want to go outside, but I do not want to deal with muddy paws. Sadie, no, we're going to stay inside. But I got a little package that I wanted to show you guys. This is very like mom related, very niche. So I don't know if I've mentioned this specifically, but I am exclusively pumping with Jackson. So basically from the beginning, she had a really hard time latching. I guess I shouldn't say, right away, she was a very sleepy latcher. She would not wake up to eat. So we actually had to stay an extra day in the hospital because of that. And following, she doesn't get a deep enough latch, so it hurts really bad to nurse her. And I just cannot figure out how to get her to like get a deeper latch. So, I've just been exclusively pumping, which has been going really well. However, we are traveling, and I do plan on like being out and about and things like that in the coming months. So I bought some things to make that a little bit more feasible. One thing that I bought, I think like a week or two ago, is this portable milk warmer. So basically it has like a compartment, a stainless steel compartment, and you just pour the milk in here, and then you close it. and you set the temperature, and then it goes and heats up your milk in like a couple minutes. It actually is just as fast as our bottle warmer that we have at home, but this is a little bit more feasible for like on the go because you don't have to plug it in. So it's just rechargeable. So that is one thing that I purchased. That's available on Amazon. I will have that linked. And then this purchase I just made, just got delivered while I was gone. This is the Series Chiller or Series Chill breast milk chiller. So what this is it's like a dual chamber. It's basically a bougie thermos, but it's meant for storing breast milk and chilling it and keeping it cold. So because we are flying, and again, I'm an exclusive pumper, I don't get to just like put her on the boob whenever she needs to eat. I have to have bottles prepped, and they have to stay cold until I need them. So that's one use for this, is when we're traveling. Also, if I'm on the go and I'm like pumping, or I have like a wedding day, and because like once I start up weddings again, if I'm still pumping, I'm gonna have to pump probably like 3 times during a wedding day. So I need someplace to put my milk that's going to be safe. And you know, obviously I could probably use fridges, but that just opens up for like me forgetting it or other people grabbing it, or just like, I don't know, it's just easier if you can just have it on me on the go in one place that I know it's going to be safe. So anyway, this specific design is a collaboration with my best friend, who is I guess you could say like a breastfeeding pumping influencer on Instagram. She has some really helpful stuff that I've seen, and I was going back and forth on getting this because it is a little bit pricey when you think about it. It's like a bougie thermos, like I said, but I was like, you know what, I'm at the beginning of my pumping journey. The more things I can get to make my life easier, the better, and the longer it's gonna make me want to do it for, because it is a lot of work to pump. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of coordination, and you know, breastfeeding, you just put the baby on, you're done. This is a lot more, there's a lot more elements to it. So anyway, purchased this, and they were having a sale, so I figured, you know what, let's do it. So this is the thermos, and then basically it has, I haven't even like unscrewed this yet. So it has this chamber, so you can put ice in here and a little bit of water. This is my understanding. And then this is the chamber that you would put your breast milk in, unless you need more milk capacity. You can flip flop. So you could put ice in here and your breast milk in here. So then this all unscrews. You can also attach this directly to your pump and pump directly into it. I don't think I'll ever do that because I do 2 sides, so I would still need to do the other side. And I don't like one-sided pumping. I like to just knock it all out at once. You know, we're a busy girl. I don't like taking the time to do the separate thing, but I guess, I mean, you could, I guess, just attach it to like a normal bottle and then pour it in here when you're done. But at that point, it's like, you know, I don't know, it's just an extra step. But the fun thing is, oh, also, I just realized they sent another little canister. So I guess you could attach both to your pumps. I just realized that. There's a lot of like different elements to this where you can adapt it to like what you need. So they actually sent, this is part of their sale promotion, they also sent this kit. It's called Happily Ever After. So basically this is a way to convert this to a drinking thermos or like a water bottle once I'm done using it for breast milk. Jackson's making little noises over there. She's like just almost to the point of going back down for a nap. She's in her bouncer, but she's making her little squeaks, which sometimes is a precursor to crying and sometimes it's just her playing. So anyway, so this kit comes with a little like tea diffuser that you can attach to the lid, and then a, like I said, a drinking lid, I guess you could call it, with the straw to attach to it, and then also just like a sipper lid or like a coffee lid if you want to use it for like coffee or hot tea. So that's kind of a fun little bonus. So it's not just for while you're breastfeeding. Oh, hang on, let me go give my baby her pacifier back. So So it's nice that it, I mean, cause it was a little bit of an investment. I mean, I think it was like $70 for this, but then I got some extra stuff and that they sent. So they sent that drinking lid, and then they also sent these little, 2 of these little sippy cup attachments. So once she is able to drink out of, like she's past maybe like the bottle phase, you can attach these. This is so cool. I did not know this would come with this. Or maybe it was like a part of their sale thing, I don't know. But basically what you do is this is all silicone, and then this is stainless steel, which is awesome because it's not plastic. And then you just put this on there, and then you can fill it with like water or breast milk or formula, whatever. And then you have a little sippy cup for your toddler. Like, how cool is that? So they have all these things, and this is just like scratching the surface. This is a very small like number of their little like attachments and enhancements, I guess you could call it. There's so many other things that you can purchase through them, and it's a small business too, woman owned, woman founded. Like I love it. And they're having, at least when I purchased this, they were having 25% off. I did use Kristen's, my best friend, her name is Kristen. I did use her code. It was Kristen25. I don't know if that is still active, but go ahead and try it if you're interested. A grunty baby. And then I think this is like a carrying, like you put this on and it's kind of like a handle, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, we're just trying to settle down for a nap, huh? So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that, this purchase. So I will link this in the description. Definitely check it out if you are exclusively pumping or combo feeding, or you want to get a gift for a new mom who maybe is nursing, pumping, whatever. And then, like I said, it's nice that it converts after you're past that pumping phase. Maybe you can still use it and convert it into multiple different little tools, little drinking containers. So anyway, that is what I want to show you guys. I'm going to get her settled down and hopefully down for a nap. And then I think I'm going to try to decorate for Christmas. It is almost 2:30 and hi. Oh yeah, we're trying to sleep. It's almost 2:30 and Jonathan works till like 5:30, 6:37, not really sure. It's his really busy season, so there's a chance that he will work late, but he said he thinks he'll be able to get off on time, so we might do a little Costco run too. But anyway, I'll check in with I will check in with you in a little bit. Okay, Jackson is down for her nap in her bassinet, second bassinet nap of the day. Going well. This is amazing. So hopefully she gives me a little bit longer, and I'm going to do just a little bit more Christmas decorating. I need to charge my camera, but basically I need to do the mantle, which that'll probably be the last thing I do because it's a little bit more time intensive. So if she sleeps that long, I'll get to it. But I just have a couple little like vignette like areas, like little like table surfaces that I want to do. So I have some like, all this is old stuff, so I'm sorry I can't link any of this, but it's all just stuff that I've had, and I need to dig it out and kind of figure out what I have because I don't remember everything. But I'm gonna do that. I have a Christmas candle lit and going. I have this jazz Christmas ambiance on the TV, which is like my favorite thing ever, and we're gonna get to it. So I'm gonna charge my camera while I do this, and then I'm hoping that this will be the video that I show you guys like all of the Christmas decor. It's nothing crazy. I think I've said this before, maybe I didn't say this in the last video, but I am not a like granular holiday decor person. I'm like a big picture. So like I don't decorate our trees actually. The only thing I do is put the star on top and the collar or skirt on the bottom. Decorating trees with ornaments actually overwhelms me. Last year I did one, which I have that tree upstairs, but again with my dogs and like a newborn, last year I was able to keep my dogs away from that tree, but because it's not in the guest room, it's out in our loft area, I can't keep my dogs away from it, and so it's just one less thing that I need to worry about right now. So the lights are enough for me, and we'll decorate other things elsewhere. So I have kind of a like sad beige Christmas aesthetic Sorry if that is sad for you guys. I'm trying to incorporate, last year I started incorporating like a little bit of color, but it's very minimal. Like I'm working on it. It's like I want to add more like red and like burgundy and like green, but we have a lot of greenery, so at least that adds like a little bit of something. But anyway, I'm gonna get to it. I keep checking the monitor, but she seems pretty cozy, so let's see how much we can get done. All right, you guys, I got almost everything done that I wanted to decor wise. It is 6:30. I need to go grab Jonathan. I just fed Jackson, and yes, I'm probably gonna wrap up the vlog here for the night. I was gonna do some grocery shopping at Costco, but Jackson's been pretty fussy. I just fed her and that seemed to calm her down, but well, I don't know. I don't want to press my luck. So Jackson's been like a little fussy, so I'm just gonna wrap up the vlog here so that once Jonathan gets home, we can just hang out and make dinner, and I would probably forget to vlog anyway.